When it comes to dating advice, one of the biggest challenges for guys is figuring out how to get a woman interested without coming off as too obvious or needy. If you try too hard, it can push her away. But if you're too subtle, she might not even notice your interest. The sweet spot is all about creating intrigue. It's not just about saying the right things. It's about the vibe you give off and the way you carry yourself. The goal is to spark curiosity, so she starts wondering about you. Once you master that, you'll see her interest grow naturally. The key to generating interest is to focus on building a connection first. Too many guys jump straight into flirting or try to show off, which can feel forced. Instead, get to know her by asking thoughtful questions. Make the conversation about her, not you. Ask about things she genuinely cares about, her passions, goals, or recent experiences. Women love feeling seen and heard. When you listen actively, it builds trust and makes her feel comfortable around you. Pay attention to the details she shares and follow up on them later. It shows you're interested in who she is, not just what she looks like. Another important part of this strategy is staying relaxed and lighthearted. Humor goes a long way in keeping things casual. If you can make her laugh, she'll associate you with good vibes, and that's something she'll want more of. The trick here is not to try too hard to be funny. Just be playful and enjoy the moment. Teasing lightly, as long as it's respectful, can add a bit of fun tension to the interaction. It shows confidence without being over the top. A guy who knows how to playfully joke around also comes across as someone who doesn't take himself too seriously, which makes him easy to be around. A little mystery goes a long way too. If you reveal everything about yourself up front, there's nothing left for her to explore. Women are naturally curious, and leaving some things unsaid makes them want to know more. Don't be an open book right away. Share bits and pieces over time. For example, if she asks about your weekend plans, give a brief answer without going into all the details. A simple, "I've got some fun stuff planned. I'll tell you about it later," keeps the conversation light, but leaves room for her to wonder. This sense of mystery makes interactions more engaging and keeps her mind on you, even when you're not around. Being a little less available can also help build attraction. People value what isn't always easy to get, and the same applies in dating. If you're constantly texting or making time for her without giving her space, it can make you seem too eager. Instead, focus on balancing your life. Have hobbies, goals, and friendships that keep you busy. When she sees you have your own thing going on, it sends a powerful message. You're a high-value guy with a life worth living. This makes her more curious about what you're doing and makes her want to be part of it. Scarcity creates value, so being a little unpredictable can work in your favor. At the same time, don't play games. There's a fine line between creating intrigue and being manipulative. If you're too distant or hard to read, she might lose interest or assume you're not genuinely into her. The goal is to show interest in a way that feels natural and effortless. Compliment her when it feels right, but make it specific and meaningful. Instead of saying, "You're beautiful," try something more unique like, "You have a really warm energy about you." This shows you notice the little things about her that others might miss. Genuine compliments go a long way because they make her feel special. Body language plays a huge role in how attraction builds. Sometimes what you don't say speaks louder than words. Keep your posture open and make sure to maintain eye contact. But don't overdo it. A soft, lingering glance followed by a slight smile can say more than a dozen pickup lines. Lean in slightly when she's speaking, showing that you're engaged, but give her space too. Being too physically close too soon can feel overwhelming. Mastering the balance between closeness and space builds anticipation, which is a big part of creating attraction. It's subtle, but it works. One of the best ways to make a woman interested is by showing your value without bragging. People naturally gravitate towards those who bring something positive into their lives. Talk about your passions or things you're excited about, but do it casually. For example, instead of saying, "I run a business," you could say, "I've been working on a cool project that's been keeping me busy lately." This way, you're hinting at your ambition without coming off as boastful. Women are drawn to men who have a purpose and enjoy what they do. Passion is contagious, and when you talk about things you love, it makes you more attractive. Being kind and respectful goes a long way too. In today's dating world, many people underestimate the power of good manners. Simple gestures like holding the door, saying thank you, or being polite to service staff don't go unnoticed. Kindness shows character, and character is a trait that never goes out of style. A man who treats people well earns respect, which makes him more appealing. Women pay attention to how you act, not just towards them, but towards others too. Lastly, patience is crucial. Building attraction takes time, and you can't rush it. Trying to force things to move faster usually backfires. Attraction grows when both people feel comfortable and connected. Focus on enjoying the process rather than worrying about the outcome. When you're present in the moment, it shows. Women appreciate men who don't rush things and let connections unfold naturally. Patience also shows that you respect her boundaries, which makes her more likely to trust you over time. Conclusion: the key takeaway here is that the best way to get a woman interested is to be genuine, patient, and confident without trying too hard. Intrigue, humor, and respect all play essential roles in building attraction. It's not about playing games, but about creating a space where she feels drawn to you because of who you are, not what you're trying to be. Focus on becoming a better version of yourself. Stay curious about her, and let things unfold naturally. When you get the balance right, interest will grow effortlessly.